So you got a week in camp here. What's it been like this first week?
Ooh, for the first week, it's been hot, absolutely hot. But I mean, this team has so much energy and so much camaraderie and so much really going for this team. I think for the last couple of years that I've been here, this is probably the most excited as a team, as a position group, as a staff. Everybody, we have a lot of good things coming this way. But I think we learned a lot from the first week and just continue to build on it week by week.
We heard the term a lot this last week, player-led team. Is it different than what it's been before?
Yeah, I would say it's a little different, just more of the leadership. You got it more from the players. You don't have as much from the coaches, have to get on the players about being on time, to doing the little things right. I think a lot of these older dudes and a lot of the young guys are keeping and holding things are really accountable. So overall, as the camaraderie as a team, as a unit, we're getting better every day as the players, not so much as a staff getting honest. We're taking the initiative to do the things right that we need to do, and it's really taking us far as a team.
What do you see your role as on this team?
I see myself as a leader. Absolutely. I've been here 3 years. I'm going into my senior year, especially in this cornerback room, myself and Cassius. Everyone in this role is stepping up as a true leader. Anyone who's been here is taking on that leadership and in that role. And within it, we're just getting better as a group, especially with these young guys coming up as well.
What was your injury last year that made you miss the last part of the season?
I'd rather not comment. If you have anything on that, I'd talk to Coach Wilson.
Are you feeling all 100% now?
Oh, absolutely. I feel healthy as ever, 100%. We're flying around. We're making plays, the whole group as well as just myself. Even the players that were banged up last year come back stronger than ever. We do a great job with the training staff that we got here, getting people in and out of the training room and back on the field as healthy as can be.
What's it been like playing with your hand kind of wrapped up for some of these practices?
It's more of a precaution. It took a little getting used to the first couple of days, but now it's just something you got to deal with. You can't take away from a game. You can't let it affect you. And from here on out, we're just going to continue to play with it until the doctors say otherwise.
How long do you think that'll linger?
Probably till tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, probably by the end of the week. Yeah, it's just a precautionary thing. Anything else, I would refer the questions to Coach Wilson and the training staff.
Gotcha. How do you feel about the depth you guys have in the secondary at this point? What have you seen from some of the new guys?
Great. I can't even, excellent. I love the depth that we have. I love the young guys stepping up. Corey Mayfield being one of them in the corner room. Ken Robinson, another freshman that just got here. Rashad's big-time player, man, coming up. Kalechi, everybody in that young. Jamal Sams. I can name the whole entire secondary coming up. There isn't a young group and an older group. Everyone's playing as one, and everyone's really stepping up. So I like where they are. I like the depth that we have in this position, and it's going to take us a long way throughout the season.
Do you see you and Cassius as the two kind of shutdown guys on the perimeter, or how do you think it'll shake out in the year?
Throughout the year, I think we're going to play a lot more bodies other than just Cassius and I. I think, like I said, the depth is really going to help us, and it's going to take us really far in the season. As of right now, I don't just see 28 and 29 going out there. We see the whole entire corner room being able to play and not being able to flinch, not having one player better than the other. Any person that gets put on that field is going to be able to do the same job as all of us. So in the end, that depth's going to come back and really help us in the end.
What are your best attributes? How do you stand out from the group?
For my group, I would have to say is playing smarter. You got to play in the film, you got to stay in the film room, and those 2 or 3 plays really make a game. And I really feel like you take enough preparation that you need, those 2 and 3 plays that can really change the game, either make or break it. So for the most part, as long as you stick to what you got to do, come in here and do your technique-wise all the time, continue to watch film as a whole, as individually as myself and as a room, we're going to be a solid group.
What was your journey like coming to UTSA? How'd you get here a couple years ago?
Oh, it was a long one, man. I transferred here from Oklahoma State. I walked on and came here ready to work. As a sophomore, I came in here, didn't know anybody other than Coach Wilson. Came to work every single day, didn't complain about it, just did what I had to do, paid my dues to get to where I am now. It's been a long journey, it's been a fun one, and I'm ready to close out my senior year with a bang.
Were you a walk-on at Oklahoma State too?
I was.
What brought you there originally? Why that program?
I had a good relationship with Coach Henney. He used to be a D-line coach here. Coming out of high school, I had a good relationship over at Oklahoma State. And when I had my problems over there, just some financial issues, he told me I had a good communication with him. We kept in touch while he was here. And he brought me over here. I walked on over here and eventually earned my scholarship about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And it's been a great ride from there. It's probably the best decision I made.
Oh, so the same coach that recruited you there ended up in this program?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
So what was the process like of earning an opportunity to play here? Did you expect that it would happen at the pace that it did?
It happened a lot faster than I thought it would. But yet again, that just comes back to the work that you put in yourself and the time that you invest in yourself. It gets hard and it gets rough. You can come out here every day, you're a walk-on, you got to work your way up from the bottom to the top. But at the same time, that's part of that grind. And for me, you can't take that away from me. You can't take that work that was put in. And at the overall, I got to where I needed to be. It was a long journey, a rough one, but you learn a lot of life lessons from that. You learn how to work, you learn how to stay dedicated to this game, and you really find out if you love the game or not. And throughout the whole journey, I realized that I love this game. And I'm glad I reaped the benefits of them, and thank you to the program and Coach Wilson as well. But without them, I wouldn't be here right now.
Have you been put on scholarship here?
Yes.
When did that happen?
Probably about the end of my sophomore year, about 2 years ago.
What did that mean to you?
It meant a lot. You know, I actually broke down in tears because that's something, coming out of high school, I didn't have any offers. I walked on in a big D1 program. I walked on over here, and I didn't really know what that feeling was like. And, you know, once you get that, it's rewarding. You know, you work that hard for something for about 3 or 4 years, and you finally reap the benefits of it. But that journey doesn't just stop from earning a scholarship. That was step one in the process. Now we want to win championships and win bowl games over here.
You have any specific goals individually for yourself this year?
Individually, I plan to be the best I can be. You know, I plan to be the best in the top in the conference. And anybody, if you're not, everyone in our room feels the same way. You know, there's not just one individual. But for me personally, I plan on being the best player I can be every day, and it's going out there and taking it one step at a time.
How's Coach Wilson's attitude and mentality approaching this year changed at all from last season? You notice anything?
It's good, but like I said, with this program is really player-led. You know, Coach Wilson doesn't have to do a lot of rah-rah and a lot of hyping up this year for the sole fact that the players want it. You know, we want this season to go the way we want. We want to win. We want the championship. We want a bowl game. Coach Wilson doesn't have to do a lot of hype for us for that. Like, that's where that player-led term comes into play. It's within the program. It's within us and the players, and it starts right there. And overall, like I said, I like the direction we're heading to.
Do you guys feel any pressure coming into this season?
No. You know, we're going to approach every season the same way. We're coming in 0-0 just like every other team. We're coming in with a new team, with new confidence, and a new part of swag, you know, knowing what we have to do and knowing what we got to do to get done. So the pressure, there is no pressure over here. We expect big things from us. We expect to win, and that's where we're going to go out there and do our best every Saturday to do so.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.